Do you want to know how I lost 20 pounds in 30 days just by walking? I am going to show you the simple method that completely changed my body. So stick with me because by the end of this video, you will know exactly how you can do it too. I get a lot of questions about how to lose fat fast, and to be honest with you, it does not have to be super complicated. You do not need a strict diet, you don't need expensive equipment, and you don't need to spend hours in the gym. By the end of this video, you will see how small daily habits can lead to huge results. When I started this journey, I was honestly at an all-time low point in my life. I felt sluggish, I had low energy, and to be honest with you, I was really frustrated with my body. And I had tried dieting before. I tried keto, intermediate fasting. I even tried counting calories, but nothing seemed to stick. I realized that I needed a method I could actually maintain every day. I needed something sustainable, something simple, and something that would not feel like such a punishment. That's when I decided to focus on walking, which is a basic activity that we all know, but a lot of us underestimate it. Walking is oftentimes overlooked in fitness, but it is incredibly powerful, and here is why. It's low impact. Walking is easy on your joints, and it can be done every single day. It burns calories and it boosts your metabolism. Even just moderate walking increases your calorie burn and helps your body use fat for energy. It is accessible anywhere, anytime. You don't need a gym. You can walk literally anywhere. Walking also reduces stress hormones like cortisol, and cortisol is linked to stubborn belly fat. And it's sustainable. It's so easy to turn into a daily habit because it really doesn't feel like a workout. When I committed to walking consistently, I noticed changes in my energy, my mood, and even my cravings. It is not just about moving, it's about creating a rhythm that your body adapts to. One of the most important parts about my 30-day challenge was tracking my progress. Tracking keeps you accountable and motivated. I use simple phone apps to monitor my walks. I did not obsess over large numbers, but having a step goal made it a lot easier for me. Weight tracking. I weighed myself every 7 days, not obsessively, but enough to notice patterns and understand how my body was responding. I tracked my energy levels and my mood. I wrote down how I felt after each walk. This mental reinforcement kept me going even when the scale did not budge. Tracking made me see that even the small daily walks were adding up. Over time, it became a habit that I couldn't skip without noticing a huge difference in how I felt. Once I committed to tracking, I needed a simple routine to make this consistent and effective. I broke it down into 3 main walking sessions each day. My morning walks were 20 to 30 minutes. I started the day with a walk. It kickstarted my metabolism and gave me energy for the day. I did a short 15 to 20 minute walk after lunch. This helped with digestion and prevents that afternoon slump. I did an evening walk for 30 to 60 minutes. This was perfect for fat burning and mental clarity. I aim for 10 to 15 steps per day, which is very achievable for most beginners. Some tips to boost your results is you could make walking a little bit more intense by speeding up your steps, speeding up your walking pace, or adding in inclines. You can make the walks more enjoyable by listening to music, audiobooks, or podcasts. And you can use your walking as a mental reset, not just a physical activity. By structuring my walking this way, it did not feel like a chore. It really became a part of my daily routine. It was non-negotiable, easy to stick with, and highly effective. Walking alone is amazing, but I noticed my results accelerated once I made a lifestyle change. They weren't huge restrictions, it was just tiny tweaks that really added up. I focused on my hydration. Drinking water before and after my walks kept me energized, and it helped manage my cravings. Sometimes, and a lot of times, our hunger is actually just dehydration. Instead of grabbing the chips or candy, I swapped out high-calorie snacks for fruits, nuts, or even yogurts. This helped me cut out hundreds of calories without feeling super deprived. Getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night improved my recovery process, regulated my appetite hormone, and helped with my metabolism. These small changes really did not feel like dieting. It just felt like I was upgrading my life. And with these combined with daily walking made a humongous difference. Many people start walking for fat loss but make minor mistakes that slow down their progress. Here are some things that I personally learned to avoid. The first thing I had to avoid was overthinking diets. I did not obsess over calories. I did not eliminate entire food groups. Walking was really my main focus. The next thing I tried to avoid was skipping too many days. Missing a day or two here and there is totally fine. But remember that consistency is key. Even a 10-minute walk counts. I stopped chasing quick fixes. I ignored fad diets or fast results promises. Sustainable results take time, patience, and repetition. I avoided social pressure. Friends and family may pressure you to eat a certain way or may pressure you to drink, but I stayed focused on my routine and trusted the process. I had to let go of caring about what my friends or my family would think about me. Remember that consistency beats intensity every single time. You do not need extreme workouts. You just need to be consistent with whatever it is that you are doing. Remember that walking is not just about calories, it's also about your mind. I noticed humongous improvements with my mental health that actually made sticking to this routine a lot easier. Walking helped me process my thoughts, reduce my anxiety, and just release some stress. And less stress helped my body get less fat. Daily walks also gave me clarity. It gave me time to think about my day, think about my life, think about my goals. I also started to celebrate my milestones. Hitting step goals or noticing minor clothing differences became a motivation for me. Small wins reinforce habits better than self-criticism. Overall, the psychological benefit is oftentimes very, very underestimated. Your mindset is just as important as your steps. If you are new to walking for fat loss, I want to give you guys some tips that might make this a lot easier for you. I want you guys to start small. If you're starting off being inactive, aim for about 5K steps a day and gradually increase your goals as your body starts to adapt. Remember, consistency over intensity. It's better to walk 10 minutes every day than to do an hour sporadically. Small daily actions add up a lot faster. Try to track your steps using an app on your phone. Seeing your progress motivates you and will help you stay accountable. Make it fun. Like I said earlier, try to listen to some music, a podcast you like, or just clear your mind. Shift your mindset. Think of walking as a lifestyle change, not as a punishment. The goal is daily movement, not perfection. Turning walking into a habit that lasts is just as important as the habit itself. And here's how I made walking stick into my routine. I set clear goals. I paired walking with other healthy habits like making sure I drink water daily, getting enough sleep, and also stretching. I rewarded myself. I would reward whenever I hit little or major milestones. I would schedule it. I always recommend to treat walking like an appointment that you cannot miss. Accountability. If you are a super private person and you don't want to share it with your friends or your family, I like to write stuff down and go over it and remember, okay, this is what I told myself I was going to do, and I don't want to let myself down. So if you want to lose fat without overworking yourself or spending hours in the gym, then walking is the key. I did it and so can you. If this video helped you, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.